It's truly impressive. I witnessed it from afar. The Charybdis flies. Indeed, with this, we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, Charybdis is a herd animal. That may well aid their struggling kin like fashion if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as the specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief. As you wish. So what the hell happened to him? Because this was a complete 180.
In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. This ought to matter. The Archeon. I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner they released one for observation that it set upon the nearby oculopetes, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the oculopetes were keeping a wide berth. It's the nature of the Lycaron that is to blame, their innate viciousness. Their limited size, an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suited for release, I no doubt the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Dwarves will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the path of the 12 Wonders. As you make your way, you should see on the left. I don't know if Doris is still there, though, however. Hermes, wait! Off you go. If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. The lacerations and burns are unmistakable. Alekion was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doros must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emet-Selch and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure that the Archeon did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you've finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow bottom. I like your friend with pink hair. Ah, I thought I heard familiar voices. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doros. Thank you. You're in charge of the Archeons, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields and restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't well return them to Kitsis. Once I've submitted God damn it. I'll see them reverted without delay. It's as he says. The beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14! What brings you here? Nothing you need to concern yourself with, as you were. You've heard the news that an Archeon slaughtered Oculopetes. Or Lycaon. I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't know if that's an L or an I. As an observer, I assume L because lowercase and stuff. As an observer in charge, you're of the opinion that they are not to be released. I am. Your abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. Matters not where they were released. Okay, it is an L. Thank you for the clarification. Lycaons would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlucky. We have created a good many of them, all exhibited the same tendencies. Even when we used Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos. A memory reconfiguration system. The chief himself created it. Memory reconfiguration? It allows us to erase or alter memories that we may observe creations in different environmental conditions without needing to make them from scratch. And you just have one of these things casually. Supplementary question. Can I use it? Quite impressive. And potentially dangerous, depending upon the intensity of their conditions. Pashteras may wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. Well, its born of Aether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinction concerns you, but you mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied, even with the aid of Kairos, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. It is all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat into the world. Yet insignificant though their lives, individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lycones have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with the full report and you may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend a discussion that Emet-Selch may better carry out his duties? By all means. Probably show them to the meeting room. Hold that thought. I know, I must tend to the baby, but I must also tend to my ability to travel. Meteon, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting. I'll stay with Autumn. Though I am to impose, may I leave Meteon in your care again? Yes, I shall take care of the baby. Can you help me with something, Autumn? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They're designed to suit our emotions, what we feel and want to convey. Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one. I want you to search with me. Let's start here, at the 12 Wonders. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn the tree. Oh, it's so big and bright. I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipient. That's what Hermes said. Tree. I shall uproot the tree! A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look at the flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we could have covered them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. Well, there's bound to be one in here. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed. Their mix of colors form a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine, though. Let's keep looking. Yeah, probably not a good idea to give poisonous flowers. Oh. Wait a minute. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly-shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a conion! A flower that can move. And Hermes wasn't looking. It shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good, Autumn. At spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Oh god. Why are you here? Over there! Autumn! Something cute! Pig! I know, can it not be next to this? It is this thing. Okay. Sure, let's bring him a marble. The terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the marble-like creature before you. It's an Adonis! The thing around its mouth looks like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Autumn? Would he like it? It's probably not the good sort of memory. So not this one either. Finding a good flower. It's harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Autumn, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there. I'll pick something after that. I promise. Yes, we want to give him a present. Not more trauma. Hmm? The shiny thing over there. What could it be? Object. Shiny object. Oh, more flowers. Or the Elpises. Oh, Elpis flowers. They're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're Emet-Selch. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes, though. For others, they're always white and bright. Curious. Truly, the flower was dark in your home? Then, do you have it too? A dark emotion. I mean, this is definitely the most accurate one. I've been plagued by doubt and anxiety. I see. Hermes has felt the same. A shortness of breath, the walls closer and closer, but only him. No one else feels it. Please, Autumn, won't you lend them to me? Your doubt and anxiety. I want you to make the flower dark, in front of Hermes. He's been in a dark place, since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, that others are sad too. I never thought the day would come where my depression would come to the aid of another. Yes, I will happily be sad and miserable in front of this flower. You could say I'm well practiced.
Hermes!
Oh, you were waiting for me.
Oh, yeah.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on.
Oh, well, I don't know if purple was what I was aiming for.
You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteon has shared much with you. May we talk a moment?
I love their eyes, though. Firefly. baby. Oh no!
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt.
You and me both, bud.
Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful.
Yeah, a bit idealistic.
Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you.
You're a good guy.
To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Oh, I could tell you all about suffering.
Lest you misunderstand, I derive no pleasure from your pain. It's just the fact that you are still here in spite of your suffering gives me heart.
Fair.
The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are?
Stars.
Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of Dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters.
Sisters.
Aye, sisters.
Okay.
She has a great many of them. And they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteon. Let's head back.
All right.
Huh? Oh. An all too brief interlude, perhaps, but it's time I attend to my next task. As Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Lycaons. 7 were created for observation, and all 7 must be unmade. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as Chief Overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lycaons would disrupt natural order, ravaging and consuming species until they themselves start to perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of the Architect to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose, hazardous light form. Hythlodaeus is pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Lycaons have served their purpose. Doris has already oscillated with the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join you forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course, let's be off then. We return to the main island. They're dragons? Oh no, they're fenders! Like the red thing, the mounts. Doros, you okay? Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied and even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4. The other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 Wonders. The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Autumn handle that one. The pair in the sky, you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emet-Selch, unneeded though it is. Medion, you are to stay here with Doros. But Hermes... The Lycaons must be reverted. I would spare you their pain, and mine. This is my burden, not yours. But if you are intent on helping, then please, follow my lead. But they can fly too! Who thought that was a good idea? I appreciate your help, and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry. Within striking distance at present, but if it feels threatened, it may well flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. You will approach slowly, in full view, and draw the Lycaon's attention. Now I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not. By my measure, you are more than equal to the task. But stand in the onslaught for a few brief moments, and I'll give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Let's begin. Oh, this is gonna get a little messy.
Now.
Yeet.
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten. In concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high. Fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Fandaniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
My opinion is most worthy. Okay,
I
on that.
expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.